Does anyone else remember when How to Train Your Dragon came out? Yeah, neither do I. Does anyone ever remember when How to Train Your Dragon 2 came out? I remember that day, and I remember it so clearly. It was like it was yesterday. I remember the exact date. It was June 13, 2014. Totally didn't Google that. And do you know what else that day was? Yeah, it was a Friday. And if you don't get the point, it was June, and it was Friday. It was Friday the 13th. Why? 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 So I'm going to tell you guys a quick story of what happened to me in 2014 on this day when I went to go see How to Train Your Dragon 2 when it first came out. So, it was a day I heard it was releasing. It was Friday. I was like, yes, please, my summer will be 10 times better if I see this movie. So my cousin just happened to be visiting that summer. He doesn't really matter. He was just there. He was more of my chaperone when I went to the movie. Along with my sister, except she decided to watch her own movie, and she had a cell phone, and I never got the name of the movie she went to go watch. Oh well, we went to go watch our movie. My cousin didn't speak English, but that didn't matter. He sat there eating all the popcorn. That's about all he did. That's about it. So that day, it was a shining day that morning. I went out and I was like, yes, I'm going to see this movie, and I'm going to love this movie forever. So, yeah, it was shining before we went to go see the movie, guys. And the moment we stepped out, like, we were done with the movie and everything like that. And the moment we stepped out of the theater, I couldn't find my sister. I had no idea where she went. And, add on top of that, it was raining outside. I don't know when it started raining. I didn't really care. I had no phone at the time. I was like a baby child. My cousin was like a year older than me. He didn't have a phone. But it was, like, so bad. So I was like, oh well, we don't live far from here. We did. That was the stupidest thing for me to ever say. Okay, so I decided to walk home with my cousin. I was like, yeah, little drizzle isn't gonna hurt us. Like, at the moment, it was only drizzling. I said rain, but it was only drizzling. So I always thought, I was like, hey, it doesn't matter, we have our sweaters, we have hoodies, it's perfectly fine. We'll survive out in the rain, right? Right? Wrong. We went out and stuff, and literally halfway, not even halfway, 1/4 of the way towards my home, it starts downpouring rain all over us. I wanted to turn back around and find my sister, but then it was like, my cousin was like, no, it's too late, let's just keep going. So instead of walking straight home, we took like a little detour and went to the bus station, because we had a little popcorn money left over. So we spent that popcorn money on the bus, and it was so awkward. We had to ask people like bus stuff, because I'm not a bus person. I get driven around everywhere, but yeah. So I had to ask people on the bus, asking where is this going? Not really. I had to read like the schedule before getting on a bus. Okay, so that doesn't matter, but I didn't ask properly, and we ended up driving back into downtown where the movie theater was, and then detoured further into town, turned back around, then back in the direction we wanted to go, which took off like 20 minutes of our time, went back in the other direction we wanted to go, around the thing, opposite side of where my house is, like 3 or 4 blocks from my house, and I didn't feel like getting out. And eventually, we got off 1 block from my house. So I had this recorded like a week ago and stuff. It was like a better, more lengthened story of this. But I just realized Friday the 13th was like today, which is when I'm posting it. I had no idea. Literally, I had this like video scheduled for like last week, but I thought it was a little outdated, so I just decided to do it the night before. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I know it's nothing exciting, but it pretty much sums up why I hate it so much. Downpour rain. Here's a comment I made on a video literally like 2 years ago with this YouTube channel. You can see it right here. I got a few +1s for it. And yeah, it was a sucky day. And let's just leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for the boring background. I haven't been able to do much this week simply because of school. One of my classes grades have been dropping real fast, and that's because I wasn't really paying attention. I don't want to blame YouTube, but I want to blame YouTube. So, lack of videos, that's reason why. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love ya!